So we are testing out the DJI Osmo Nano. I have my good friend Brian Ramirez here. You've seen him before, not a new guy to the channel, but what better place to test the Osmo Nano in a vlog setting than the Indy 500? I didn't even know this was happening this weekend. Brian's like, hey, what are you doing this week? Just listen to that, just listen to that. He's like, you want to go to the qualifying races for the Indy 500? I'm like, yeah, 100%. It's gonna be a good day.
It's gonna be good. That's still good. Thank you very much, sir.
Hey, how you doing? Good, good. Thanks, appreciate it.
I got the Osmo Nano from DJI about a month ago, and I've really been enjoying it. This is a very, very cool, interesting little camera. Now, today's video is not a full-on, detailed spec review of all the different features and all the things that it does or doesn't do. Today's video is more of just a hands-on review. What is it like in a real-world experience? How does it look? How does it sound? And how does it handle? So I took this along with me to an Indy 500 qualifying race just to see how it would handle in a vlog type setting. I was there for about 2 hours, and I was like, well, we'll see how the battery life does. We'll see how it handles and just how easy it is to capture content on the go. When I'm traveling and I'm having to use my main camera for other things, I want a good action camera that can be easy to just pull out, stick places, and vlog and talk to it.
Brian, what do you think?
Dude, they're going so fast. I can't even like keep up with them.
That's literally just a flash.
That's it, and then you gotta wait for it to go back around.
Like just like that, they go by, and you have to wait another like 60 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, and then they come back around. I'm like a little overstimulated right now. I want to recapture, and I don't know where to start.
I'm like the same way too. I'm like, I want to shoot, but I also like want to enjoy the moment. And I also like, I mean, it's so quick you barely see it.
It sounds amazing though. It sounds incredible. Yeah, so we've got the pits down here where they're all coming in, and they're getting their tires, they're working on the engines, and they just come flying up in here, and it is insane.
Everything you're hearing in this video is actually just the onboard mic from the camera. It is compatible to wirelessly just connect to all of DJI's newer mics. So I have the mic minis and it would connect to this, but I opted to just see how it would do with just the onboard mic. And I think honestly, for the most part, it sounds good. Yeah, you can hear a lot of sounds in the background. With a little noise cancellation in post, it does clean it up. But if you don't have the other DJI mics, I think the onboard mic on this actually sounds really good.
Yeah. Just recently they built.
I think you can just walk in here. I wonder if we are supposed to have that.
I don't know. With the camera in your hand, you can get anywhere.
Yeah, I'm thinking that we don't have the right credentials to be back here, but we just walked back. We have our cameras. And so I think it's just proof that if you have a camera in your hand, people think you work there. That's what I'm thinking. I wonder if I should get my camera out.
So if you're not familiar, the DJI Osmo Nano basically can break into two pieces. So you've got your camera, and then you have the vision dock. And this is where you can view the camera. You can basically use this as a remote and also wirelessly see what the camera is doing. And that was one thing that really drew me to this, was basically you could wear this, you could stick it on things because it's magnetic on the side and the back, so it can just snap right to something, a light pole or whatever. And you can also wear it because they provide a pendant that is basically like a necklace that goes around your neck, goes to the inside of your shirt, and then you can snap the mic right to that. They provide you with a hat clip and a suction cup mount as well, all of which are very useful. But for me, my favorite part about this is just being able to quickly pull this off and then snap it on when I'm wearing the pendant, because it gives a perfect POV look. It's a decently wide point of view, and I think it's just so easy to wear and grab just footage of what you're doing.
By our two-time winner, Joseph Newgarden. Garage for a little checkup on the setup.
Looks like they're doing like a full service on it.
Yeah. I don't know like how like tight it's in like the cab itself.
Oh man, I don't think I would fit. So it looks like there are people on the curb down there. That'd be a cool perspective.
Yeah.
All right, so Brian and I just basically walked the entire pit length. We didn't have a lanyard, we didn't have credentials or anything, but no one said anything, and we were holding cameras, just walking through. And it just goes to show, if you have a camera and you look like you belong, you probably can actually get there. So
Mom, you never know where this took me.
I'm not saying you should go do that, but it worked in this situation.
Using this in a real world setting, I was curious to see how the battery life was going to hold up. Just this camera alone, if you're recording in 4K, it'll give you about 30 to 50 minutes, depending on if you're shooting in 60 frames a second or 30 or 24. Probably basically safe to say about 30 minutes of record time just with this. But this is the kind of camera where you're not necessarily going to be running this for 30 minutes at a time. Maybe you are, but as soon as you're done recording, you just snap it back onto the Vision dock, and now the Vision dock will recharge this, and it will charge it very, very quickly, up to 80% in just like 10 or 15 minutes. I had this out and on quite a bit, and I would say by the time I was done, the Vision dock battery was pretty close to being used up completely, but this was basically entirely full. So realistically, with the amount I was using it, you could definitely get 2, 4, maybe 5 hours, depending on how much you actually use this. I always keep a very small, compact little power bank with me, and so having that on hand just to juice the Vision dock up if you need to is probably a safe call. But honestly, for how tiny it is, I think the battery life is really good.
Hey, how you doing? Can I just do a hot dog? Thank you. Hot dog acquired. Brian says these hot dogs are pretty good.
Hey,
so
that's all I heard.
That's what he says.
That's what I've heard.
So honestly, I'm hungry enough right now. It's gonna taste amazing either way. How was it, Brian?
Wonderful.
A hot dog at the Indy 500 qualifying race. Gorgeous day, hits the spot.
I had zero issues with storage space being out all day. This does have 128 gigabytes built into this camera itself, and then you can take a micro SD card and put one in here as well. So I have a 128 micro SD card in the Vision dock, and what you do is as you're shooting throughout the day, if you have 5-10 minutes of downtime, you have to export from the camera to the Vision dock. It could be a little bit annoying if you are in a pinch. If you just keep up with it, it's not going to be a problem. It takes probably 5 or 10 minutes to transfer, 10, 20, 30 gigs over to the micro SD card. For me, it was not an issue. I did not have to transfer anything all day. I recorded somewhere between 40 to 60 minutes of footage with this camera, and I never had to transfer anything to the micro SD card until I got home. Just knowing that you have storage built in is great. And then of course, once you add the micro SD card, you are essentially doubling your storage space, which is, I think, actually a really cool feature. This isn't a DJI product, but I would really recommend this if you're going to get something like this. Is the Ulanzi little like vlogging tripod. It can fold down into a handle, can get really compact, but then it obviously does fold back into a tripod and extend back out. It's got a little ball head so it can move around however you need this to go. And then of course it's got the 1/4 inch so you can put your little DJI mount on top, and then it'll clip on with zero issues. It's good to go, perfect for vlogging and just, setting it on a table or whatever to talk to. It will mount to all of your normal DJI clips because it's got the mounting system on the bottom of the Vision dock and on the bottom of this camera. I already have the Action 4, I have all the mounts, so it was kind of a no-brainer to just get the DJI Osmo Nano because it's already in the DJI ecosystem, which to me is a huge win, not having to buy extra mounts for an entirely new camera setup.
It goes so fast, like your eyes can barely keep up with it as it goes by because it just blows right past you. It's insane. It's so cool though.
The Osmo Nano does support D-Log-M, and I think it actually grades really well. I'm using Dehancer to color grade my footage, and I think it just color grades beautifully and looks really nice. It has good dynamic range. Even if the camera's pointed at the sun, the shadows aren't too contrasty. The colors are just evenly lit and just looks really, really nice. But then beyond that, they also offer the 4x3 open gate. So you can just shoot in 4x3 and reframe later for vertical or horizontal. And it just makes it so easy to just have all of your footage as open gate, and then you can decide what you want to do with it later. That to me is a huge win and makes it a powerhouse of a little camera. I really, really like that I could have my main camera in my hand, and I also knew that I had this literally in my pocket. It's an extremely pocket-friendly camera. It all around makes the creative process so easy because you don't have to think about where you're putting it. You can just focus on what you're shooting, what you want to talk about, and this just kind of is along for the ride and captures it really, really well. You're gonna probably see some more in-depth reviews coming in the future about this guy because so far it has been so easy to use. The quality of the footage is good. I mean, you can see it here, just looks amazing, and it's so easy to use. So definitely don't sleep on this camera. I think if you're interested in it, you're absolutely going to be very happy you got it, and you'll probably wonder why you didn't get it sooner.
F1, NASCAR, if you want us to come to any of your races, film content, just let us know. We aren't really that picky, so we'll be there. Just let us know. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this little vlog. We're using the Osmo Nano from DJI. Super cool little camera. It makes getting vlog content just frictionless, super, super easy. And so yeah, definitely subscribe, like the video for more. Appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next one.